Okay, that stuff just froze somehow. It didn't help. It didn't do any. So I had to stop.
Verjetno, da
Luckily,
še pred tem. Veste, koliko časa se vi potem v privatniku delal? Zdaj vam je kava. Vi ste pa
uh,
potem v
I am so much in my own world thinking about that I did not even pay attention when he already told me that he left after 6 months. That's how much I am completely in my own world. Because I'm not even taking any kind of gestures, anything. I don't even listen to what people have to tell me. I want to pull everything on my own. That's the only way you come to the whole truth, you know.
privatniku delal, bi rekel, nič kaj dosti sajta, morda enih 5 let, da ste delal pri mene. Še manj. Še manj? Ja. Koliko sajta? Pol leta. Samo pol leta?
He tell me again half a year.
Ker sem imel en kratek stik, tako nečloveški. Samo pol leta? Ja. Let, da ste delal pri mene. Še manj. Še manj. Ker sem imel en kratek stik, tako nečloveški.
Um, Basically, he tells me after I tell him that he worked at this employer for 5 years, that he repeats me it was only 6 months, and he tell me that this employer was extremely inhumane, that he had no human, that he is the way he treated him, it was very very inhumane.
Samo pol leta je bilo to. Pa je pa ta verjetno srec še vedno ne nekje nazaj pripeljal.
Yeah, I figure out that this employer was in the picture, that he stayed in the picture even after he left. That didn't make sense when I said there was another 5 years that he worked with him. This employer was involved, as I stated, since 1995, but this is all the stuff that doesn't come to you. This is a whole multitude of people. That's how it works, basically.
Tu me pa je, zdaj vem, kdo je bil. Ja, ja. Ja, gremo skrb, si gremo skrb. Zdaj vem, kdo je bil. Ta človek je bil pa zelo nečloveški.
It finally came to me that it was not the only one whom he treated inhumanely. As I stated, it was a whole 3 guys that were involved in MK Ultra left this guy. There was a tremendous verbal confrontations, fights with this guy. And more than anything, ladies and gentlemen, the politicians that I demonstrated, this was their home. This was like their base, basically. This was like their home body. This was like casa of the Social Democrats. If you wanted the troubles, if you want to ruin your life yourself, all you had to do was to work for this private company owner, and he'll turn one totally sour. You're going to be dreaming about Milan Kuchen, about Tanya Fayon, and so on. Later, at holy God knows when, maybe because of the degree of the violence this company owner performed against me alone, abuse, he switched the table and maybe even started with the side with some other political option. Whatever that might be, good luck. I don't give much on the political options in Slovenia for obvious reasons. But I think he actually feared me deeply because I promised him a jail too, because of his mistreatments, because of his torture he performed on me on behalf of Social Democrats.
Njegova zgradba, veste kakšne barve je bila? Take bolj grafitne.
I tell him the building was graffiti color. I repeat him again. He says, yeah, it's true.
Se ga spomnim, vi ste šli stran, on je pa mene nazaj peljal.
He used to bring me back. He was keep bringing me back.
Nazaj nisem hotel več iti zaradi tega.
But I didn't want to go to him anymore. When you left, I didn't want to go to him anymore.
Ja, ker bus ni bil več.
A tole pri
Ja, tako, in smo se skregali po sto hudičev z njim. Ker jaz tam nisem hotel več biti. Pa je pa še mene ni mar. Jesam tam hātu zarad dva sam hātu biti tam.
This guy never liked me. This guy never liked me. It was other guys that were involved in MK Ultra case that this guy destroyed. This guy, this company owner ripped apart several people. At least three other guys this guy ripped apart. This was like a serial killer. This guy would have people that would get involved, that would search for job. Literally through this case, they would find him as an employer, potential employer, and the only thing he would do is he would just rip their employment record apart in pieces, basically. That's all he would do. He would go and he would rip them apart. What the fuck this guy was doing, this private company owner, on behalf of Milan Kuchan, Board Power, that's just the people that worked over there, they can explain. I don't even know. I know that they totally conditioned the people, employment and politics, and this shit did not go well along with a lot of people, because it was something else, man. They demanded from people to engage in crime against other people and so on. Social Democrats, the so-called Communist Party of the Yugoslavia, the leftover in Slovenia, leftists, they call themselves leftists. Fighters for the workers.
Ni bil več tam, jaz tudi tam nisem hotel k njemu več iti. Ni bil pa čisto pride. Ja. Jaz sem imel z njim problemov, ampak jaz tam nisem hotel. Samo sem vedno nazaj tam vodil k njemu. Zato. Je bil privatniki. Ja. Je pa tako to bilo, da je pa on, bom pa še tu povedal, da ta privatnik je pa tako, da ta privatnik je bil pa ali enega brata.
Absolutely, I say that this company owner, he either had a brother, I say to him, I'm gonna tell you what his age was.
Jaz sem zdaj 50. On je bil pa glih tam nekje enih, on mora biti zdaj pa glih tam nekje enih okoli 60.
I tell him I'm 50 and at about now this guy's got to be about 60 years old. And he says to me, that is exactly right. I told him not that he has a brother. I am absolutely making a claim right now that he does have a brother. He does have a brother, exactly what it is. One was specialized into architecture and the other one into workers. Taking advantage of the workers, whatever you want. None of this too was good. And I tell him he also had sons. Not a son, but he had two sons. I don't know if I said that he had two sons. Let me hear what I said.
Sicer je mu on, če to povem, njegov odnos je do mene se spremenil, se izboljšal. S tem, da je on imel neki konflikt s temi gospodi tam v Ljubljani.
I tell him his relationship toward me improved. No, his relationship, bullshit. His relationship didn't improve anything. He started to have some kind of whatever in 2010. In 2013, I was hospitalized in psychiatric hospital Ljubljana Polje, and it appeared to me as if his relation really softened on me, improved. At that point in time, he already became quite wealthy. He totally expanded his wealth. He was really doing well. His kids, sons, as I stated, grew up and were doing fine. And it appeared to me that really that his relation toward me softened. But it was in 2013 that he changed this political option. Maybe really it was that he saw me being thrown inside of the mental hospital literally, that maybe really the guy changed because of that. Maybe I shouldn't say this. Maybe it did have a psychological impact on him enough big to realize that this Milan Kuch and Borut Pahor, these people were not fucking good, including Tanya Fayon. Which Tanya Fayon alone was not happy around these people. I have to say this, that she was happy around me, she was happy next to me. I liked her, to be honest, but I didn't like fact that the two of us, when we were together, we were happy. And I didn't like fact that each time Milan Kucan, Borut Pahor approached, and others, Danilo Turk and so on, she became like frozen, afraid, and completely indifferent from them. Tried to make an impression on them that I'm not a bad guy, fearing basically for me, but still wanted me to follow in their shoes, basically, into a dead-end street for them to do with me whatever the hell they want to do. I think, I don't even know, Tanya Fayon, Social Democrats leader now, didn't quite see herself face to face with these people. I think a lot of people did not see this stuff that I was taken to Belgrade and death threatened over there in Belgrade with her, one of the people. I don't know. A little does this to someone that loses 28 years of life. You know, very little.
Govorimo o SD-ju. Ja, bolj politično ni moglo biti. Ampak dobro, zdaj so vas.
He tells that it was extremely, extremely political. He gives me the right.
Govarjamo tlele. Ta zgradba, ki jo on mu Ljubljan, tu se še po stopnicah smo hodili gor, po tisti zgradbi.
I mention also graffiti stairs in this building, but there is no graffiti stairs. There was no graffiti stairs. This was completely remodeled building. This was a completely remodeled building with added portion of the building. With possibly, I don't know, there might be possibility the building was torn down in maybe 95, 96 or something like this, and a new portion of it erected. But this is, we're talking about 95, 96 maximum, maybe even 97. I would not go into it. I would say, holy shit, you know what? It actually was like this. I think this building was completely erected. Yeah, there was an old building actually. Ooh, okay. There was an old building there, and it was a house, I think. And they did manage to get that house down. Social Democrats had to do something with the sale of land also, something like this. It was some additional, it was expansion of this. That's why. What? How much this was a government building? It could have been a public or something like this, and that's a big deal enough. They needed Social Democrats, they needed Tanya Fayon, they needed Milan Kucan, they needed Borut Pahor, because they had access to the ownership of this, whatever was part of the public property. The original building went down, and so the new building was erected. New building was erected probably sometimes in, I don't know, 97, something like this.
Fitna ta, ki je mu. Ni bilo,
Now, there was no stairs in this modern building.
So neke stopnice gor, ki se gre? Ne?
There are small stairs, but mainly it's an elevator that's used.
Dobro. Dajte še tole, da vas še tu probam. Ven. In pol ste šel od njega, ste šel stran, da se tu probam spomniti.
I said, and then you left him. You left him. I don't even pick what year was it. What year was it when he departed from him, from this company owner? The year when he departed this company owner, since it's nowhere mentioned, this stuff. The year when he departed this company owner was, yeah, well, sometimes, because I wanna see you, Mr. Milos. I wanna see you, meet you again. You left this company owner sometimes in 2001. 2002 the latest, but I will say 2001, 2002 maximum, but I will say again 2001. I feel you more in 2001. Even 2000. So I will say 2000, and you know what? I will say in fact next time when I meet you, I'll say you left this place in year 2000. 2000, even 1999, but I will say 2000. Next time when I meet you, 2000 is the one. You're gonna answer me whether it was, well, you know. Let's go.
Tole mi pa nikdar ni ratalo, ne. Mi pa ni uspelo tam pol.
Where you headed next, I know, I remember. I never ever succeeded with it. I never succeeded with it.
Čakajte. Sej vem, koga je. Tudi tu se bom spomnil. Ja, tudi tole se bom spomnil. Poli... Da se tole morda še ne pokazal. Gospa je nekje, da ste vi nekaj kuhala, nekaj tako.
I tell him, the lady, I tell her, as we go toward the car, I tell her, you used to be a cook. She was cook her entire fucking life. Every time when I came to this Gabrovka, she loaded me with a lot of good food. There was good food, and all the fuck I want to do is I want to be in the kitchen, in the kitchen area, and load myself with that food. But I'm thinking about whether she was in the school or she was in this private company. I'll say that she was in this company. This was the only company ever. Therefore, company I demonstrated. But the problem with this stuff is that she had to do her part, you know? She had to do her part. Not a good part. Milan Kuchan, you're talking about Borut Pahor people involved. Whether you want it or not, you just have to do your part. And it's not a good part. So she was a cook in Gabrovka. I asked her, well, you're a cook? She says, but not in Ljubljana, she says. But in Gabrovka, I was a cook. Yes, she says. So there you have it. I have pointed out also for his mom that she used to be a cook. And that's pretty damn good.
Gabrovki ste kuhala?
Ja.
Arka Madonca, zdaj imam še to, zdaj pa še ena druga stvar. Vi ste pa tole, da bi tole.
I am trying to pull because we are already at the car. These people want to go. And I'm trying to pull what the hell, where he went next from this guy, what he was doing next.
Jo. Grem vse plačati. Ja. Tole pa ne vem, če mi bo kapnilo. Ampak on je. Ja. Tole zaprovamo, tole vam potega, 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 tole vam potega.
Ah. I quickly disconnected internet.
Ja, tole verjetno, da pa zdaj, da se bom pa zmotil. Ja, pa morda, da se pa tudi ne bom. Ja, da tu morda se pa tudi ne bom.
My head is ready to explode, and I'm not sure where I would point him next. I am not sure, I'm not sure. Where he went to work next, I'm not sure. I say probably this, I will not know. This is too much.
Pa ne, da je on, kaj je on nekaj malo začel.
I don't know, he started to paint houses, stuff like this. Something like this, but he was doing something like that. No,
Malarijo.
they tell me no.
Nekaj tacga.
on je drugače klepar, veste.
He has a school for a mechanic, a repairman, a body repairman, car body repair guy is this guy. That's what he does. So he did not do, car painting, but this is not house painting, and I was sure that
Klepar je ne, tole mi pa ne, tole.
I say no, I would not figure out. That's exactly the school I have suggested earlier, 3-year school, but that I don't take any kind of credit because I've upgraded one also to 4-year, and even I added to 2-year degree. I said no, thank you.
Pa ne bi, ne bi. Pa niste vi slučajno začel neki z malarijo, neki tacga početi? Ne. Da niste vi...
He did not paint, he tells me. I'm still confused, I'm still thinking.
In kje ste pa, gospa mi povedali, da ste klepar, pa da ste...
Ne v Ljubljani, na Spodavčne.
He says in Ljubljana, Davčna. All I remember is exactly what you see right there. It's a shop, not one. It's a little shops like this there are, and that's basically what that looks like. I just got instruction right now. I hear in Ljubljana, and so I never searched for it, and so maybe I can demonstrate to you. This is just a high possibility that I might actually even demonstrate. Let me see that real fast. I don't see myself in this element here, anything like this. Is a low building. You're talking about the low buildings. You're not talking about any high buildings. That's something like this. Maybe this is it. Okay, so you would have a set of companies that would look something like this. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, like this. That's probably where he is. All right. So I think this is where he is at. Damn. Hold on a moment. That's exactly probably where he is at. That I would say is where he is at on this side of the building. Let's see this here. We can go in there. Yeah. Next time when I meet him, and if you see this, you are probably located on this side of the building, somewhere here, something like this. Yeah, that's what he was doing. Next to BTC, he
Tale
says.
Summit Auto.
To še zmeraj se tam? Ne bi mi rahel.
Ne,
Čak,
Ne,
čak,
priznam,
čak,
ker je res,
čak,
res.
čak.
Ne bi mi. Tule mi pa ne bi prišlo nekaj, ne vem za koga.
I think it was a
Je
Summit
prišlo do
Auto.
stvari, pol, nekaj začel z nekimi takimi posli, neki z malarijo, pa z nekimi takimi zadevami.
hoče me pa to še čaka.
Ne, ampak jaz se vam zahvaljujem.
Ja,
Vesel sem, da sem vas videl.
jaz sem Miloš.
Miloš.
Ja,
No, ja, seveda.
evo,
Ja.
veseli.
Eh,
Povejte, na podlagi česa vi to ugotavljate?
Na podlagi vas, se ste bil vi tisti, ki ste me in domov vodil tam in vse.
What I pointed out to you, he said earlier, is exactly what it is. It's a Summit Auto. Right here. So that's it. But that's located on this side, here. I was many times in his shop. That's that, basically. Yeah. Today, the date, the time. We have it right here. This is the date and time. Now that's right here. I agree. The date and time. I'm using this because there's no effing way. I did not Google this location, anything like this, anywhere on the internet that I would know that this is where he works at. Today is Monday the 20th, 2022 already. This was recorded 5 days ago, and I don't have actually anything else to say. So that I would add to all this, the only thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play you one more time entire audio, and maybe even better, I'm gonna post one right underneath this video. This is plenty proofs here about my identifying yet another gentleman involved in MK Ultra. Let's do it like this.
Družini takrat in tu je sploh. Zdaj, ja, neverjetno zadeva. Ampak ali je bilo toliko ljudi, ne? Ali je bilo na ti?
His wife, whom he married and has children with, blonde. She was a blonde.
Tisoče ljudi, ali če bi šel zdajle v Mursko Sobot ali pa v Koper ali pa v Novo Gorico, pa bi spet nekdo tam
I tell him there's so many people involved in it.
Se pravi, vi
Toliko
še za
ljudi.
ene sorodne duše?
Sorodna duša je zdaj.
He tells me, are we related souls? I said, of course we are related.
Tista, ki ni po samoupravljanju, po sistemu. Ne? Tisto tu recimo tlele, recimo, ki vidite, je dober avto. Ne? Vi ste moj letnik, vi veste, kako je bilo, da to je Jugoslavija. Ne?
Približen, ja.
Zdaj pa, če psihiater prav, da če se vi tam noter usedete, pa sedite, pa gledate, kako je dober avto imate, da ste bolan v glav, ne? Takrat, ki je bilo pa Jugoslavija, pa ko se ne ljubite pa stojenke, pa če si noter sedel, pa si sanjal, da imaš Golfa, pa da imaš Opelna, pa da ne vem koga imaš, ki ga samo par ljudi ga je lahko imelo, ne? Pol enostavno povedano sorodne duše v smislu tega, da vejo, koga imajo. Da so realne toliko, da razumejo, kje smo, kaj imamo, v primerjavi s tistim, kakor je bilo. Ker je veliko ljudi, ki se pritožuje, ki imajo polno rit vsega na podlagi tistega, ki sem prej rekel.
Ja, se strinjam.
Take sorodne duše, realne.
Žana
Da ne bo tako kot v Ukrajini in tako naprej, take,
Me
prijatelji.
veseli.
Ajde, lepo se imejte.
Enako.
Vesel sem, da sem vas videl.
Se srečava še kje.
Jaz definitivno, Miloš, jaz upam, da se srečamo.
No, se pocukava, če se en drug
Dobro ime imaš, Miloš.
Ja,
Všeč mi je.
velja.
Dobro je, da imam tazga Miloša. Ajde, lepo se meje, adijo. Živijo.
we're just gonna cut tape short here like this, and I'm gonna zoom myself out, and the only thing I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna play this thing one more time, and that's all there is. There is plenty proofs here. I pointed out to you more than plenty, and this is yet I'm gonna use as a proof, yes, as another proof of MK Ultra. The rest I don't have anything to say. It's all in Slovenian language. That's all there is to it. The only thing I will do is I'll repeat the audio.
Ker tu je tu, jaz bom pa šel pravi ki jih hoče pomagati predvsem. Veliko ljudi je pa pizzarij delati. Ti bi rad zate, razumeš? In je tu en ustaljen tok normalen. Me dobro slišiš? Ja. Če ti jaz pripravim eno hrano, se ne moreš norc delati. Tega bom jaz narekoval, da jaz zate. Grem jutri tu tlele v gor, te stvari moraš ti zdravnik, pa boš jaz tisti, ki zate skrbi, kakor se spomnim so na ta način, ki sem ti povedal. Ker mama misli, da se spomnim.
Yeah, it's the only thing we're gonna do is this. Boom.
Sej, vi ste tudi tušno. So bile dve, ena tale, ki sem bil Zajčevce. Če boš še spustil ven. Ja, vas se probam spomniti.
A ja? Ne vem.
Ne, sej vi imate že...
Drugak imate spet eno takih zgubov.
Prosim?
Drugak imate spet eno takih zgubov.
Ja, sigurno že odprti.
Thank you for watching this video. This is now just the audio in Slovenian language.
Se je tudi mene tudi moje opozarja.
Ja?
Ja, zato sem videl, da so kar dosti podobna.
Ja. Zdaj pa šel. Ja.
Še nekaj razmišljate?
Ja, vas se probam spomniti.
A ja? Ne vem.
Ne, sej vi imate že tukaj pravite. Samo zdaj probam to ugotoviti. Je bilo pa... Ja, verjetno, da prvič, ko smo se srečali do enega... Ja ne, žensko ste že imel 2008.
Ja, verjetno da res.
2008 pa dom imate, hišo imate, to se tudi spomnim.
Ja.
Zdaj da pa probam ena druga stvar ugotoviti, kje se je to dogajalo v bistvu. Je to bil glih to je tisto, ki mi bo problema dela. Ampak mislim, da je to tam proti Žabi vas, tam ki je hofer, ne? Tam nekje, tam, v tisti, tam, ki ne ve, tam okoli, tam, koga je tista Žabja vas, ali Gotna vas, ali kaj je tista?
Ne vem.
Da sem se te zmotil.
Ja, mislite, da sem bilo poznal tako.
Ja, definitivno
Ne vem.
vse. Moral vedeti vse, tudi kje delate, vse bi moral vedeti.
Jaz sem drugač doma iz Gabrovke. To je med Litijo pa med Trebnjem.
Med Litijo pa med Trebnjem. Gabrovka, vem, to je tam, ki je Eurošpet. Mislim, da ima tisti fant na tisti kamion, tisti gospod na... Koga je že Eurošpin? Ne. Eurošpin, ne, tale, ka ni tale, ki ima tiste kamione, tisti prevoznik tam iz Gabrovke.
Sandy Kurs. On ima avtobuse.
Kaj ima toliko kamionov, kaj ni moja vi?
Ni Gabrovka pri Zadelacu, ampak to je Gabrovka pri Litiji v bistvu.
Čakaj, Litija, ki je pa tu zdaj, ki je pa...
Se pravi, Ljubljana.
Ti pa tam, ki je proti Zidem most pa tisto.
Tako, ja.
A je več Gabrovke.
Ja, ja. Ena Gabrovka je še pri Zagradcu, tam pa Žužemberk.
Ja. Vse je res. Bog vedi, koliko jih je v resnici.
Ja, no, ampak to ne hite.
Tako kot Cerovcev, ne. Ko sem šel glih, kaj je bilo predvčerajšnjim z mamo nekam tam v Gabarju, pa so bili spet Cerovci in vse te malo, ki jih imamo tudi tam v Krki. Ampak tu se probam spomniti. Ja, in tu vi ste pol. Ja, tu je, tako je to, da rekel bi, da imate brata ali sestra, 100% da imate, ampak skoraj da bi rekel, da imate oba, da imate brata in sestra.
Sestrca.
Samo sestrca imate. Pol, kaj bi še lahko povedal? Vi ste res, se pravi, da mi se malo spomnim, glede dela, da se malo tule spomnimo. Tule bo pa težko.
Na podlagi če se bojo to ugotavljate?
Ja, na podlagi poznanstva bivšega.
Ja. So resno kar dosti daleč narazen?
Zelo daleč narazen, ampak se spomnim, da vi ste bil eden najbolj takih, kako bi rekel, človeških ljudi, bi rekel, bolj takih normalnih, bi rekel. Vi ste bil zelo tak mehat, normalen človek, ki je hotel pomagati predvsem. Veliko ljudi je pa pizdari delali. Vi niste bil, ne vem, sploh, če ste kadarkoli tega imeli sploh. Nije so tisti, ki so pizdarije delali. Ampak, tule se probam spomniti. Jaz sem 71 let.
Jaz sem pa 5.
Jaz sem pa 75. Ste bili dolg cajt nazaj. Mi da se bili poznali dolgo časa nazaj. Zdaj se probam tako spomniti.
Ja, lahko malo povem, kje se gibljam v življenju.
Ni treba nič reči.
Ne?
Doma vem tam, kjer ste, tam je bila hiša, da te spomniš na staršev. Zelo fejsti. Tam ste tudi hišo, tu se tudi spomnim, da se tudi iz hiše. Ampak zdaj, da se malo tole, tukaj ste rekel, kje se gibljate, tu je pa tisto, ki je pa, tukaj se reče, triki. Tu je pa triki, zaradi tega je triki, ki sem vedno mislil, da ste vi, da imate 3-letno, pa da ste nekje tle v Adri, nekje tam proti Straži, oziroma tam proti Bršljinu, v tisto smer. Ampak ni bilo to, tu je bilo tisto, ki ni bilo to.
Bil sem po vojski tam.
Ja, ampak je pa ena druga stvar, vi imate nekaj drugega, vi ste zaključili eno, kakor se jaz spomnim, imate in srednjo šolo in pa ste nekaj delal z enim privatnikom, v bistvu to neko nadgrajeno znanje je bilo. Mislim, da ste, ne vem koga ste, da ste neki, da ste z nekim privatnikom, da ste delal, take bolj zahtevne stvari so bile, intelektualno bolj zahtevne stvari so bile, ne vem koga je bilo, tu probam ugotoviti. Skoraj da bi rekel, da imate tam nekje 2-letno celo fakulteto, nekaj tazga za inženirje, med srednjo šolo pa med fakulteto. Tisto, kar ste vi delal, je imelo značin za upraviti, pa privatniku ste delal.
Ja, sem ne tako zahtevno delal.
Ja, ampak tisti privatnik, pri katerem ste delal, tisti privatnik je mu neki arhitekturno, ali pogajano, neki gradbeno, koga je bilo?
On je imel...
Vi ste bil, koga ste bil, neki sted, neke skice pa to?
Ne, to ne. Bil pa sem pa eno takem, v bistvu smo imeli mi rušenje zgrad.
Rušenje zgrad?
Ja.
Rušenje zgrad?
Ja. In on je bil v bistvu specialist za te stvari, bil sem specialist, on v glavnem te stvari počne.
Rušenje zgrad?
Pa po...
Jaz se spomnim njegove tovarne. Dobar dan.
Dobar dan.
Aha, živja.
Živja.
Zdaj imamo gospoda, smo se večkrat zadovoljili.
Vidim, jaz sem bila pri mami malo na obisku.
A pri mami ste
Ja,
na obisku?
malo smo lahko malo odspustili. Je kar v redu, veš. Ja, zdrav postih imam, to pa ravno
Prosite, da vas motim.
Ja.
Jaz se spomnim še te lokacije, se pravi zgradbe. In ta zgradba je bila, ki je ta privatnik bil. Ta privatnik je bil tako novejši, ki je bila tako novejša zgradba. Tako je bila tako hiša, taka zgradba, tako je bilo. Koliko je bilo tu veliko. Ni bilo tako, niti ni bilo tako veliko, to je bila delavnica, ki bi rekel, tako kot ena hiša je bilo, ne? Ni bilo tako, pa novejše je bilo, ne?
Ja, ampak to je bilo v Ljubljani.
Tu je bilo v Ljubljani in tu je bil ta privatnik, ki je tu počel. Je, porka duš, čakajte malo, da se pa zdaj še nekaj drugega spomnim. In pol je tu, da se je tole, aha, če bi mi tole uspelo, se pravi, da ste ga pa pol, tu ste ga pol, če ste ga zamenjali, seveda, ker ste ga morali zamenjati, da se tole spomnim. Tu ste ga pol pa že zamenjali 2014 pol. Verjetno, da še pred tem. Veste, koliko časa ste vi pri tem v privatniku delal? Zdaj vam je kapno. Vi ste pa pri tem v privatniku delal, bi rekel, nič kaj dosti cajta, morda enih 5 let, da ste delal pri mene.
Še manj.
Še manj?
Ja.
Koliko cajta?
Pol leta.
Samo pol leta?
Ja, ker sem imel kratek stik, tako nečloveški.
Samo pol leta je bilo to. Pa je pa ta verjetno sredst še vedno ne vem kje nazaj pripravljati. Tu me pa je, zdaj vem, kdo je bil. Ja, gremo skrb, si gremo skrb. Zdaj vem, kdo je bil. Ta človek je bil pa zelo nečloveški. Njegova zgradba, veste kakšne barve je bila? Take bolj grafitne.
To je pa res.
In se ga spomnim, vi ste šli stran, on je pa mene nazaj peljal. In jaz k njemu nazaj nisem hotel več jeti, zaradi tega, ker vas ni bilo več.
A tole pri
Ja, tako. In smo se skregali kot sto hudičev z njim. Ker jaz tam nisem hotel več biti. Pa je pa še mene ni maral. Jaz sem tam hodil zaradi vas sem hotel biti tam na sliki. Ker pa vas ni bilo več tam, jaz tudi tam nisem hotel k njemu več jeti. Ni bil pa čisto pride.
Ja.
Jaz sem imel z njim problemov, ampak jaz tam nisem hotel. Samo sem vedno nazaj, da bom zelo del k njemu. Zato. Je pa privatniki.
Ja.
Je pa tako tu bilo, da je pa on, bom pa še tu povedal, da ta privatnik je pa tako, da ta privatnik je bil pa ali enega brata. Veste, koliko je bil on star? On je bil, jaz sem zdaj 50. On je bil pa glih tam nekje enih, on mora biti zdaj pa glih tam nekje enih okoli 60, ki je nekaj let, če mu več. Tako je. In on, ne da ima brata, hvala naslednje, on ima tudi, mora imeti sinove, tisti so morali biti sinovi njegovi. To so že njegovi sinovi, ki so bili njegovi sinovi. Sicer je mu on, če to povem, njegov odnos je do mene se spremenil, se izboljšal. S tem, da je on ima neki konflikt, s temi gospodi, tam govorimo o SD-ju.
Nekaj zelo politično, to so
Ja, bolj politično ni moglo biti. Ampak, dobro, zdaj se o vas pogovarjamo tlele. Ta zgradba, ki jo on imel v Ljubljani, tu se še po stopnicah smo hodili gor, po tisti zgradbi.
Ne.
Grafitna ta, ki je imel. Niso neke stopnice gor, ki se gre?
Ne.
Ne?
Pa ne.
Dobro. Dajte še tole, da vas še tu probam. Ven. In pol ste šel, od njega ste šel stran, da se tu probam spomniti. Jej. Tole mi pa nikdar ni ratalo, ne. Tu mi pa ni uspelo tam pol. Čakajte. Sej vem, koga je. Tudi tu se bom spomnil. Ja, tudi tole se bom spomnil. Poli. Da se tole morda če mi pokazal. Gospa je nekje, da ste vi nekaj kuhala, nekaj takega je bilo.
Ja, pa ne v Ljubljani,
Ne.
v Gabrovki pa ja.
V Gabrovki ste kuhala.
Ja.
Arka Madonca, zdaj imam še to, zdaj pa še ena druga stvar. Vi ste pa tole, da bi tole.
Grem vse plačati.
Ja, tole pa ne vem, če mi bo kapnilo. Ampak on je, ja, tole da probamo, tole vam potegati. Ja, tole verjetno, da pa zdaj, da se bom pa zmotil. Ja, pa morda, da se pa tudi ne bom. Ja, da tu morda se pa tudi ne bom. Pa ne, da je on, ko je on nekaj malo začel, z neko malarijo, nekaj tacga.
Ne, on je drugače klepar, veste.
A klepar je, ne,
Ja.
tole mi pa ne, tole pa ne bi,
Klepar je on, pa je
ne bi.
čist mali je bil tam na Uganu.
Pa niste vi slučajno začel nekaj z malarijo, nekaj tacga početi?
Ne.
Da niste vi... In kje se pa, gospa mi je povedala, da ste klepar,
Ja.
pa da ste...
Ne v Ljubljani na Strandavčne. Zraven BTC-ja. Tale firma. Sami avto.
In to, še zmeraj ste tam? Ne bi mi rahel.
Ne.
Ne, priznam, ker je res, ne bi mi. Tole mi pa ne bi prišlo nekaj, ne vem za koga, mi je prišlo, da ste vi pol nekaj začel z nekimi takimi posli, nekaj z malarijo, pa z nekimi takimi zadevami.
Hoče me pa to še čaka.
Ne, ampak jaz se vam zahvaljujem.
Ja.
Vesel sem, da sem vas videl.
Jaz sem Miloš.
Miloš?
Ja.
No, ja, seveda.
Evo,
Ja.
veseli. Povejte, na podlagi česa vi to ugotavljate?
Na podlagi vas, se ste bil vi tisti, ki ste me in domov vodil tam in vse svoji družini takrat in to je sploh zdaj, ja, neverjetno zadeva. Ampak ali je bilo toliko ljudi, ne? Ali je bilo na tisoče ljudi, ali če bi šel zdaj v Mursko Soboto ali pa v Koper ali pa v Novo Gorico, pa bi spet nekdo tam en striček, ki je bil.
To se pravi, vi
Toliko
ste
ljudi.
ene sorodne duše?
Sorodna duša je zdaj tista, ki ni po samoupravljanju, po sistemu. Ne? Tisto tu recimo tlele, recimo, ki vidite, je en dober avto. Ne? Vi ste moj letnik, vi veste, kako je bilo to Jugoslavija. Ne?
Približno, ja.
Zdaj pa, če psihiater prav, da če se vi tam noter usedete, pa sedite, pa gledate, kako je dober avtomat, da ste bolan v glav, ne? Takrat, ko je bilo pa Jugoslavija, pa ko se ne ljubite, pa stojenke, pa če si noter sedel, pa si sanjal, da imaš golfa, pa da imaš Opelna, pa da ne vem, koga imaš, ki ga samo par ljudi ga je lahko imelo, ne? Pol enostavno povedano sorodne duše v smislu tega, da vejo, koga imajo. Da so realne toliko, da razumejo, kje smo, kaj imamo v primerjavi s tistim, kakor je bilo. Ker je veliko ljudi, ki se pritožuje, ki imajo polno rit vsega na podlagi tistega, ki sem prej rekel.
Ja, se strinjam.
Take sorodne duše, realne. Da ne bo tako kot v Ukrajini in tako naprej, take,
Me
prijatelji.
veseli.
Ajde, lepo se imejte.
Enako.
Vesel sem, da sem vas videl.
Se srečava še kje.
Jaz definitivno, Miloš, jaz upam, da se srečamo.
No, se pocukava, če se en drugega
Dobro
ne
ime
vidimo.
imaš, Miloš.
Ja,
Všeč mi je.
velja.
Dobro je, da imam tazga Miloša. Ajde, lepo se meje, adijo. Živijo.